My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit, and today I have my Birthstone beauty update for you. So as always, everything is down in the description box. You know how it is. Go check it out. We are going to dive into this update and I'm ready to show you guys the progress that I have been making over the last couple of months or so. Now, we're going to chat about my What's Up Beauty Geodes palette. I do have January, February, and August in here. So we're just going to kind of grab, go, show. It's going to work how it's going to work. So this is the palette. I had rose quartz for January, which is what we're going to chat about first. And I don't know if you can see it from there, but I have hit pan in rose quartz and I am so excited about it. I was over the moon when I hit pan in the shade because I feel like it took me for absolutely ever. It probably didn't, but I think I was only really using this as the inner corner. Sometimes I would spread it out to reach the inner half of the lid, so it helped me a little bit there, but only focusing on this shade as an inner corner definitely took a lot longer than I was expecting. As you can clearly see here, I have a large amount of pan. I'm using this in my brows. I'm obviously using a lot more of this shade than I was with rose quartz, but I think because I seem to hit pan so quickly on this brown shade up here that I was expecting to hit pan just as quickly in rose quartz, and it definitely did not work out that way. But that's okay because I now have pan in it. I now no longer have to worry about January. I can just keep on going. I did enjoy using this shade and I will probably pull this in with other looks in the future. I haven't reached for it since I hit pan on it. Maybe I'll throw it into a look here and there once in a while, just to get a little bit more use on it. But I'm really excited that I actually now have two pans in this palette. That being said, February right here is amethyst, and as you can see, there's a really nice dip going in there, but there's no pan yet. And I think that with a little bit more usage, if I pick it up, because I haven't reached for it in a long time, I'm probably going to hit pan in that shade rather quickly because I don't think that that dip is too far away from the actual pan. I haven't reached for it, like I said, but I do maybe want to try and dip into it, try and pair it with the look that I have on my lids right now, which is a few of the shadows from this project along with my pan those eyeshadows. So when I get to those, I will show you guys blah blah blah, but I'm thinking I could probably pair this in the outer corner of this look and maybe hit pan on it rather quickly that way. So I'm hoping that for the next update maybe I can have pan on amethyst. And then, you know what, we're gonna put this away. We're gonna come back to talk about August later. We're gonna chat about March and April right now, which are both in this palette right here. And two of these shades are on my lid. So I have, this is Snow Cone, I believe, from Looxie. And this is Shock from Shine by SD. I believe I mentioned it was a Terra Moon shade in the past. It is not. It is a Shine by SD shade. So basically what I've done is I've taken these two, put them all over the lid. I have thrown this one in there as well. That's December, so we'll chat about it later. But I've absolutely loved the look that I have done. Like I said, it's my Panless eyeshadows and these shades here. And what I've done is after I put the blue down, I have tapped this shade all over my lid. And I've absolutely loved how it just made everything shine that much more. It really does give it this like diamond, shiny, in the sun type of look, which is why I pulled that shade in for the April month, because it is diamond. It is very like diamond in the sun. I absolutely love it. And I don't know if you guys were able to see it, but I have hit pan on that shade and I am so happy about it. I don't even think I realized I hit pan when I did, and I continued to use it. And then I think just because of the lighting in my bathroom, the shimmer and the tones and the shifts in the shade, it didn't look like pan. I think it took me a day or two to realize that there was actually pan in there, and there was a decent amount. Now, I am wearing this today. I did hit pan a couple days ago, so I am still wearing this, especially to just kind of tie this whole look together, which I'm really enjoying. So I'm probably still going to get some usage on that, expand that pan a little bit more. I won't be updating it, but when we get to this palette and show you guys the months that are in here, you will see the expansion of that pan, if any at all. We just won't be talking about it, but I'm really excited that I also hit pan in my April shadow. Next, we're going to chat May, which I pulled in foiled again from Holo Taco. I believe my goal was just to use this 5 times. I have not even used it 1 time yet. I believe I mentioned this back in February that I think I just used it way too much in around Christmas time, that I'm not feeling it. So this is probably going to be in here until the end of the year. I'm hoping to try and get a little bit of a usage on it, at least in May for the prompt, the month that it's in here for. Maybe even 1 or 2 uses. I did not reach for it at all in March. You know, no greens for March for St. Patty's Day. We'll get there. I promise we will get there. I know we will. It just might take a little bit longer than I was kind of hoping for. We are going to chat about June next, which I'm really excited. This comes from my Becca Eyelights palette. Now, I do have a couple of other months in here as well, so I'm going to just try and show you guys only June, which is going to be a little bit difficult, but that is those two right there, not the brown shade. But we do have an empty, and then we do have one that we are currently working on, so I'm going to just close this up. Now, I had both, June had both of these in here because I used the shade Moonstone and Pearl, which was both options for the month of June. This palette had both. I'm wanting to completely finish off this palette, so I figured why not throw them both in. I completely finished off Moonstone, which I was so excited about, and I'm now focusing in on Pearl a little bit more. I'm really happy about it. I am hoping that I can hit pan on Pearl by the end of this project. I'm not expecting to completely finish that one off because it was pretty well untouched, if not used at all, before I actually started using it in this project. And I don't think I really focused on it too much before I actually finished off Moonstone. I think maybe I dipped into it once or twice, but that was pretty much it. So most of its usage has been over the last month, maybe 2, because I think I had finished off Moonstone before what would have been my March update. So I'm really excited that I've been getting some decent progress on Pearl, and I'm hoping, like I said, to at least have pan on it by the end of this project. July, we're sitting in the same boat. I have not used this at all. This is red licorice. Again, very Christmassy. I think I just kind of was over the look. I'm hoping in summer I can just pull together like a white tee, blue jeans, red lip, and red nails sort of look. I've been like into that over the last few years for summertime. Actually pulling it off is a whole other story and doing it, but I'm hoping that I can get that, you know, get that going this summer, maybe get some usage on that polish that way. It's a linear. I think it would be beautiful in the sunlight in the summer, so I'm really excited to try and wear it then. So it will probably be more like, hopefully July, I can get this out or get some usage on it for that month anyways. We're going to go back to my What's Up Geodes palette because, like I said, I have August in here, and I rolled in the shade Peridot, which is this green shade. I have not reached for this over the last month minimum, maybe the last 2. I've only used it a couple of times, but when I did, I absolutely loved it. And I think it was with my March and possibly December shades that are in this project. So I already showed you March. And I just really liked how the green tied in with the blue. I do think that I want to try and use the shade with this look. I don't know if I'm going to switch out the April shade that I have all over my lids and maybe use this, or just kind of switch things up and maybe do half my lid green, half blue, top it off with Shock. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'm really excited to actually like pair this with this look. I do want to try that. So both of these, I'm hoping I can tie into this and just give this look a little something extra because I'm absolutely adoring it. And I'm hoping that I can hit pan on that shade by the summertime. That would be lovely. Next, we're going to go to September, which is a shade from one of my most loved palettes, probably my most loved palette, but I have not reached for the shade at all. That is this one right here called Neptune, I believe. No, called Mercury. And I don't think I'm going to really reach for it. Now, I don't know what I said at the last update, but I want to say I switched my goal to just a 10 usage. I'm going to try and keep that, see if I can focus in on this. I just don't actually think about using that shade or this palette much lately, so trying to actually hit those 10 uses might be a stretch, but we're going to try our best, and I'm going to try and see if I can pull this into this look even. This is just going to be my like go-to look to use up all of my shadows in all of my projects. So far it's working. So far it's not too bad. Okay, that was September. So October and November both come from my Becca Eyelights. I'm just going to show you both of them, show you the rest of this palette, because even though I pulled this shade into a project for Beauty Chest, there's no usage on it. As you can see, opal right here was October, and I have completely finished off opal as well. So I'm really excited about that one. And then this shade right here, I believe is topaz. Yes, which I had used for November, and I have not reached for this one at all. I think that would be very pretty, just a light shimmer all over the lid. That's probably how I'm going to focus in on that one, but I'm not there quite yet. So I'm happy that I have 2 shades in this palette completely finished off. This isn't another project, which is to finish off, and I'm going to do that. If I hit pan in Pearl and Topaz, I will be very happy. And this palette is looking a lot more loved than it has been in quite a while. And then last but not least is my December shade, which you have already seen. This one right here. It's been, like, the pan has been expanding a little bit. I definitely have been using the shadow around the edge there, trying to kind of like press it together, keep it together, but still try and get some usage on it. So whether I finish that shadow off or not, like I think I said, but I want to try and finish this off. If not, I'm just going to keep it in here until the end of the year and see where I'm sitting at in December at the finale. If I finish it off before then, wonderful, that's great. I'm happy about it, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I just want to get as much use as I can on that shade right there by the finale and then call it a day and be done. So that is everything for Birthstone Beauty. Sorry it's a little all over the place. It's kind of hard when I have so many prompts within the same palettes and I'm trying to go month by month. I also tried to show you just like palette by palette, but that was also getting confusing for me. So it is what it is, but that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please go look down below, check out the other ladies who are doing this project. And that is all. So I will see you guys all later. Bye.